Bro, look at this woman. Hold on, let me open. Excuse me, perdón. I just love your style. 1 minute, I'm going. Hi. Jaden, what's your name? You look so feminine. I love it.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Barcelona, and you?
I'm from Sweden.
Ah,
Have you been?
yeah.
It's your friend? Mom?
It's my
Hi.
cousin.
Jaden, nice to meet you. Today, what you do? What's your plan?
I go with my friends to have a dinner.
Same, I'm with my friends. We are going to eat something, drink something.
They are looking at you.
Yeah, because I told them I want to talk to you, you know?
Do you have Instagram? Because
Yeah,
I'm
you
going.
can add me, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. You're straight to the point.
What's your Instagram?
I'll type it.
Okay.
I live here.
Ah, you live here in Barcelona.
Yeah, I do. It's my favorite city. Hablamos.
Nice to meet
You're
you.
really beautiful. We talk later.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Yo, what's good YouTube? Jaden here, dating coach, and in this video today we're going to talk about the fact that you don't need to be funny or hilarious to get women. You don't need to be witty and this super mysterious movie character who's always have something to say and it's very witty and stuff to get women. I can't remember the last time I was witty. I can't remember the last time I was funny or focused on being funny, and I've gotten tons of women. And today I want to share a different philosophy that is highly effective in real life, right? So if you're going out and you're approaching women during the daytime, you're approaching women at nighttime, bars, clubs, you're going on dates, whatever. If you're hanging out with a woman past 5 minutes, let's just keep it simple. This sort of philosophy, this way of thinking is going to help you a lot. And this video is going to get you laid if you listen up. And today we're going to use the whiteboard. So we're going to use the whiteboard. Long story short, we're going to talk about the fact that you don't need to be funny. Okay, cool. So there is an invisible push in our society that you need riz. Just go to YouTube. Every single content creator, TikTok, Instagram, everybody is trying to show performance, how witty they are, how funny they are, how clever they are, how good they are with words. There's something called the gift of gab, how well you can speak, how well you can articulate yourself. Everybody's talking about articulation. If you follow Andrew Tate, it's very clear, very precise, very articulate, okay? There's a very big focus on words, wittiness, articulation, fun, wordplay. With women also, you see a lot of guys, they're working on this push-pull. So you pull a girl in, you say maybe something like, oh, you look really, really beautiful. Brain fart. You might tell a girl, I like you. And she goes, oh, really? And you go, just a little bit. So you pull her in with, I like you. She goes, oh, really? You go, just a little bit. Pull in, push away, right? Now, you don't need any of that shit. And in fact, in many of my conversations, when I look back at it, I don't have any of that stuff. I don't care about any of that stuff because I've been going out and I've been meeting women for 10 years and I have a very different perspective. My perspective is in the moment, And here's the thing. If you're going to a bar, if you're going to a club, if you are on the street and you're trying to be funny, you're trying to be charming, you're trying to be clever, you end up just looking like you're trying too hard. You end up looking like you are in performance mode, right? If you're on, for example, a talk show, we're going to use the whiteboard here in a second. But if you're on, for example, a talk show and you rizz up some girls on a talk show, it looks cool. But when there's no camera around and you're in a bar, a nightclub, you're in a house party, you have a new cute neighbor that just moved in and you're starting to talk to her, you just being overly clever and witty and having a lot of jokes, it will look very try hard to the woman, okay? And so instead, I'm going to give you an alternative here in today's video. So the whole idea here is you want to talk to women without being in performance mode, because you have nothing to prove, nothing to gain, and nothing to achieve. Okay, that's very, very attractive. Nothing to gain, nothing to prove, nothing to achieve. Okay, so no performance. Okay, no performance, right? And so instead, what do you want to focus on? So when I walk up to a girl, I don't think about what to say. I don't think about having a great conversation. I don't think about being funny. I don't think about being witty. I think about something. I don't walk in with nothing in my head. So I think about something. I think about being present. Okay, so here we have the word presence. I put it at number 1. I think about being present. So what do I focus on? So let's say I'm walking up to a girl. I focus on loosening up my shoulders, right? You can be tense or you can be loose. I focus on just being very loose. Loosen my jaw, loosen my eyes, loosen, like just loose, like relaxed from the top of my head all the way down to the feet. Even my own feet. I focus on not like having tension in my feet, right? And also being relaxed feels good, right? There's so much stress in our lives, bills to pay, shit to do, places to be. So consciously relaxing is a very good thing for just like your health and everything. So it's not just for women. It's just amazing to do, right? To focus on not holding tension in your body. So if I feel a particular area is tense, my feet or whatever, I just focus on shaking that out a little bit and just like relaxing, right? Cool. Presence, right? So I focus on, hey, I don't need to achieve anything. I just need to be there with the woman, right? So if I walk up to a woman, my goal is just to be there with her. What does that mean? Is to really look at her hair color, her eyes, her lips, her clothes, her whole presentation, to really just be present. Like that's like the number 1 goal for me to achieve. It's not to be funny, it's not to riz, it's not to do anything, just to be present. Also, when you're doing an approach, let's say you're doing day game, right? Sometimes she has headphones on. Sometimes she's holding a phone in her hand. Sometimes she just hung up on her mom or something, and you're coming in that moment. So you being super calm, super loose and present, she might be chaotic for a second, right? Because she's in the middle of something, or she just, whatever. She's not like ready to be approached. And you coming in and just being present, it just helps to start that conversation. Also, when you're in it, women value this. Women really can tell when a guy is there thinking about something else, or if he's there just being there. So I know that I will be judged positively, okay, across time, across many conversations, if I just focus on being present. So I don't give a fuck about being funny. Fuck being funny. I just want to be present, okay? Second thing I focus on. A lot of guys, they focus on the words and the things that come out of their mouth. I don't focus on that. I just say whatever I want to say. Whatever comes to me in the moment, I say, right? But my second focus after presence is eye contact. Now, I noticed something in my conversations because I measured it. I measured the times where I got laid a lot and the times where I got laid less, or when I had a dry spell. And I saw a huge correlation with the amount of time spent with my eyes locked on the girl, right? Now, a parallel that I want to draw from this is, if you're going to the gym, don't be confused. I'm kind of skinny, a little bit skinny fat right now, but I used to work out a lot, and I was in much better shape than I am now. And a big thing that I learned is what makes muscles grow besides diet is time under tension. Time under tension. The more stress you put on the muscle, time-wise, right? Slow and controlled on the positive, down and controlled on the negative, right? What this creates is time under tension, and you break down what's called muscle fibers that everybody has, right? Now, and then progressive overload, doing a little bit more each time. Now, with women, it's the same thing. what leads to sex, what leads to sexuality, what leads to her being horny and excited is time under tension. Her feeling tension around you. And one of the biggest ways to achieve that is through calm and relaxed eye contact. So I'm here today to say, as a qualified dating coach who banged a lot of chicks, that you can talk about very normal things, like how's your day going, or you tell her a story about when you went traveling, like something super normal, but you're looking her in the eyes as you're telling the story, and then when she's answering, you're looking her in the eyes as well, calm, and she can start to feel a little bit nervous around you. She feels seen. She feels, she feels like so many different emotions because you're having calm and steady eye contact. We men don't value that, because when you look another man in the eye, first of all, it's uncomfortable. Second of all, it means confrontation. Like, are we about to fight or not? So you're not really evolved to value that. But women, they look each other in the eyes all the time. They look their parents in the eyes. They look their mothers, fathers, kids, whatever, friends, everything in the eyes. And they love that and they value that. But for us men, it's kind of gay, little bit, to be honest, to look another dude in the eye. So we're always avoiding eye contact, or it means you want to fight somebody. And so evolutionarily, we're not really designed to be like valuing eye contact. You'd be like, hey, we're more like maybe talking about, commonalities with other dudes and stuff like that, right? So, but women do value that. And you're not here to pick up men, you're here to pick up women. And so, presence, that's the first thing I think about. Second thing, I want to establish a comfortable level of eye contact, okay? Number 3, again, funny, being charming, being witty, not on the menu. I don't think about it at all. If I'm accidentally funny or charming or accidentally witty, cool, nice, but I don't care about it, okay? So number 3, we have curiosity. Being curious about the girl, her country, her background, her outfit, what her dreams and goals are, ambitions, whatever, right? Being curious about who she is as a person. Being curious, okay? Because sometimes you're not curious about the person because you don't know anything about the person, right? But being curious enough to want to find out. Let me repeat that. So if I talk to a girl and somebody texted me. If I talk to a girl and I might not be curious about her as a person for the first minute, right? Because I don't know anything about her. But I'm curious to find out. So I'm letting myself be curious about finding out information about her. Okay? So we have presence, eye contact, curiosity. No wittiness, no charm, no humor, fuck all that shit, okay? Fourth thing. I'm thinking about being non-defensive. I don't want to be defensive about anything. A lot of you guys, when you approach a woman, you're wondering like, oh, what are the people around me thinking? What are the people around me thinking? How do I appear to other people? Is she liking me? Is she not liking me? Are we getting along? Are we not getting along? Is my game working? Am I doing well? Am I gonna have sex with her or not have sex with her? I work a lot on not engaging with any of those thoughts. And I focus my mind, because you can focus, you can harness your mind. Focus. You can focus your mind on being non-defensive. So I tell myself, hey, no defense. Chill, loose, relax. Let's see what happens. No defense, not defensive at all. Don't need to protect myself. I don't need to look cool. I don't need to be liked. I'm just here to explore. And if we end up having a good vibe, we'll continue. If not, goodbye. Simple as that, right? 5, no judgment. If it doesn't go well, if I didn't get a phone number, if I didn't get a date, or if I went on a date, I didn't end up having sex, or if a girl agrees to come out with me, but she flakes or something, no judgment about myself, no judgment about the situation, no judgment about the girl. I just tell myself it wasn't in the cards, okay? Just like you play poker, you get handed some random cards. I think you get 5 cards or something like that when you play poker. Don't correct me on that. It's been like 10 years since I played poker. I think you get 5 cards or something, maybe 3 or 4. I can't remember. But you get dealt random cards. And what you have to do is play the game with the cards that you have, okay? And so what I focus a lot on, I'm making a YouTube video. I don't know. I don't get when people try to interrupt me when I'm making a YouTube video. And they hear me talking, which is crazy. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Okay, let me refocus. So, you get dealt cards. And by the way, this happens to me a lot. I just want to finish the train of thought. Sometimes I'd be on the street with my camera like this. And I'd be deep in a concept, just talking to the camera. And somebody comes up to me and wants to ask me a question or have some kind of conversation with me. I'm like, bro, I'm making a video. You know what I'm saying? I never done that. I've never seen someone make content and me just roll in and talk to them. I usually, if I want to say something, wait until they're finished. Anyway, just wanted to get that out of my mind. So, I work on the cards that I'm dealt with. And I try to do it to the best of my ability. So in the same way, now I'm making a video, got interrupted, just getting back to the video. It happened this way, right? And so what you're gonna notice when things go well with women, there is a string of invisible, uncontrollable things that lined up one by one, okay? And they lined up one by one until you got her into the bedroom and hooked up with her, right? And so the best chance that you can have to get laid, to have beautiful girlfriends, to enjoy your life, is to focus on these 5 things. Presence, eye contact, being curious enough to get to know her, being non-defensive, and non-judgmental about yourself and her and the situation. And now there's a thing that I didn't write down, but you have to lead. So you have to be the one who invites her and be the one that moves it forward physically. But I didn't put that on the whiteboard because it's a given, right? And I've spent a lot of videos talking about physicality. I spent a lot of videos talking about escalation. So you can go and check those videos out. But here I wanted to talk about how I'm thinking. I don't want to be funny. I don't want to be witty. I don't want to be charming. I want to be present. I want to have eye contact. I want to have curiosity. I want to be relaxed. I want to be non-defensive, non-judgmental. And a lot of guys, they ask me, why do you keep talking to women? Because it's a form of meditation. Think about it. Every single woman that I meet, my goal is to relax. So in my mind, women are tied to relaxing. So that's why I'm always motivated to talk to women, because I'm relaxing. I've turned women into relaxation. Okay? And that's why women like talking to me, and that's why I enjoy talking to women, and it's sort of this little loop that feeds back on itself. And don't get me wrong, when you follow this system, you're gonna be funny unintentionally, you're gonna be charming unintentionally, you're gonna be witty unintentionally, but you might not be funny, witty, and charming in every conversation, and you don't have to be. You could totally get laid a lot and have a lot of girlfriends or whatever you want, even one girlfriend, from doing this, okay? You can be in a fucking whatever type of relationship you want, because women, they value these things, okay? Think about it. Women can find humor, charm, charisma anywhere, from a YouTube video, an Instagram short, from a random dude somewhere. But when do they experience a man that's very present, that has a high level of eye contact, that is very curious, that is non-defensive and non-judgmental? These qualities are just insane. Insane because they're rare. Women they don't really experience that in daytime interactions with random guys doing cold approach. They don't experience that with their friends. They don't experience that in nightclubs and bars and whatever. And so by focusing on this, you're giving her a unique experience, which is going to make her more interested in you, or more likely to be interested in you, and more likely to hook up with you, sleep with you, become your girlfriend. You get the point. Now, if you're a guy who wants to dive deeper into these 5 topics and revolutionize your dating life, hit me up on Instagram at jrafe. I teach all of these concepts in depth in my 2-month-long online mentoring program, which you can do from anywhere in the world because it is online. It's one-on-one mentoring. Now, that's all I wanted to say in this video today. If you like this video, like the goddamn video, comment down below, subscribe, and I see y'all, my brothers, in the next video. Peace.